All right, everyone, we're going to go ahead and get started just a few minutes early so that you guys can have as much time in your day back as the presentation allows. I'm Tara Liddell. I'm current chair of the Capital Local Steering Committee for the Mid-Atlantic region of LMA. Thank you all for joining us. We know it's a small, intimate group, but we're really excited because we hope that facilitates discussion with our great panelists today. Before I introduce them, I'm actually going to tell you a few reminders about some upcoming events because we want to see your faces again. Actually, on October 29th, we have a senior leaders special interest group meeting, which is understanding the ABA's new model rules. And this is free for senior leaders, so I highly encourage you to attend. I'm looking forward to it because it's one less thing I have to start to dig through on my own, and then I can follow up and dive into the rules that are going to be specific to Finnegan that I already have a lay of the land from the presenters. And then the next day, no, not the next day, 2 days later, November 1st is our first annual Mid-Atlantic Regional Conference. We're very excited. We have a couple speakers here in the room right now, so we were talking about this earlier. Jacqueline's on the planning committee, and she let us know that there's a lot of people planning to come. Where you said about 180 registered right now. So please do register, join everyone. It's also, in addition to all the great programming for the day, it's also where we will be doing the Mid-Atlantic Your Honor Awards. So coming out and seeing what everyone is doing, the great work, and cheering each other along, being part of that community. And did you want to say anything, Jacqueline?
No, I think that's it. We're really
register.
Yeah.
Register.
Call to action. Come on.
Call to action. That's right. I'm so bad at that. Please register. We still have some spaces available. We are close to 200. It's going to be a really exciting conference. Tara, Paul, and Angela are going to be speaking in various topics, and at the conference following this session that we're doing today, there's going to be a CRM roundtable that will be led by Chris Fritsch.
Yeah, and this was one of the first times we've been able to be in a position where we do a little bit of a teaser program ahead of a conference, so we're excited about this format. The one other piece I forgot to mention is that we were able to get Daryl Cross as our keynote speaker, and he'll be speaking about leaderships, collaborations, and teams. And if you haven't seen him, he's a real energizing speaker, so a lot of fun to see and participate with. And then the most fun, December 5th, we will be having our holiday social. So if anybody's been before, it's a lot of fun. You just get to come and hang out and have some drinks and socialize. And this year we're doing a little bit different. Instead of just going to a bar, we have the second floor on the National Building Museum. And so sort of a mixture between two of the rooms up there and then the balcony space. So a little bit, fun for the holidays in terms of a true DC-esque place. So, and then I just wanted to mention, while our nominations for the Capital Local Steering Committee did wrap up for serving next year in September, if you're interested in volunteering in any capacity, one time or a series of times, please don't hesitate to reach out to me directly. In moving towards the regional and then the local steering committees over the past few years, we're still evolving what roles we have people partake in, and it's allowed us to have an opportunity for volunteers to sort of carve out niche spaces, and it doesn't have to be a formalized role where you're committing to a full year or 3 years in some people's terms and so forth. So don't hesitate to reach out to me via LinkedIn, via email, whichever way is easiest here today as well. And then I'm now going to move on to introducing our esteemed panelists. So esteemed.
I know we're teasers too.
Directly to my right, I have Jennifer Whittier. Did I say that correctly?
That's correct.
Great. President of Cole Valley Software Contact Ease CRM, for people who may be more familiar with that piece of the branding. So Jennifer's been with Cole Valley for almost 10 years, serving in the role of president for the past 2 years. As many of you may know, Cole Valley Software develops and markets client relationship management software, such as Contact Ease. For over 25 years, I did not know this, that Contact Ease has been helping firms acquire and retain clients and used by over 250 law firms and accounting firms. So thank you, Jennifer, for joining us today. To my left, we have Paul Bonner, Director of Marketing at Venable. Paul's been with Venable for 4 years now.
Which one, yes.
Maybe feels more like 10, 15.
10, yeah. It's like,
I know
Venable
Paul's been
years
working
like
on
years.
a big project this year in terms of the website world, but today you're going to be here to talk about some of the work that you've done with CRM, contacts, and so forth, but you've had a wide variety of roles in legal marketing over the past 15 years, crossing over with client and business development, strategy, execution, project management, and how those cross over with marketing roles at various firms. So looking forward to hearing from your perspective. Last but not least, we have Jacqueline Matterang. And she is a senior marketing technology manager at Bradley and been there for almost 5 years, and really probably at the most heart of leading one of these types of projects most recently and successfully at a law firm. So very excited to look forward to hearing from you on that. Jacqueline's been in marketing technology overall for more than 10 years. I look to her as a guru of the marketing tech world.
She's a unicorn.
Yeah, exactly.
I
didn't
forgot
want
to
to
bring my
utilize your
unicorn.
trademarked term. So in her daily roles, Jacqueline oversees and manages all aspects of digital marketing, including website, content marketing, blogs, social media, and of course, most relevant for today's discussion, CRM. So welcome, and we look forward to hearing from you guys.
Great.
Cool.
Well, thank you, everybody, for taking time out of your schedule. Yes, so we hope that this will be a really nice teaser program to the upcoming program at the end of the month. Our goal here is to introduce the topic of a strategic plan and give you some takeaways so that between now and the end of the month, when you have our expert Chris Fritsch in the room, you can bring some questions to that roundtable and really take this to the next level. So I probably just want to add a little addendum to that bio and let you all know that before I started working at Contactees, I actually was a marketing director for a firm in the Northeast, Pierce Atwood. So that's the perspective I want to bring to this today, too, from both sides of that. And just as we've rolled out a lot of firms, what have I noticed firms struggle with? And I think the biggest topic is strategy. You know, we're often asked, can you write me a strategic plan for that? Can you give me a detailed playbook? And we quickly run to the internet and we Google and we say, oh, what are they talking about? You know, where do I start, right? So I think what we're going to go through today is going to really help you come away with tools to help you write this down, put it into action for the first of the year. And timing is good because it gives you a chance to think between now and then what are some of the goals you want to accomplish. So before we jump in, if you don't all mind, since we're a small group, would you mind just sharing the firm you're with, if you're using a CRM, and what's the one thing you'd really like to make sure we cover today? Shall we go with
I
Mike?
Can start, yes.
Okay.
My name is Mike Valabona. I work at Covington and Burling. We use Interaction for our CRM. And, you know, in terms of things I'm hoping to learn today, you know, I learn a lot from hearing what others are doing, so I think I'll take away some good insights from that.
I'm Angela Robinson. I'm on behalf of our Finnegan. I'm the marketing communications manager at Finnegan. And as far as what we want to learn, I mean, kind of similar to what you said, I'm just looking forward to hear what others are going through or have done. I honestly didn't really have any expectations, I guess. Just wanted to
Get lunch. Get some fresh air, get lunch. Nice day.
yes, interaction.
Okay.
Yes, we do use interaction.
I'm Paul Herman. I'm the director of RD for Greenwald Light. I'm speaking on behalf of my marketing. We use a legal pad for CRM. So I can learn anything.
I'm Erica Smeltzer. I'm from Goodwin Proctor, and we are currently using Interaction, and we are also currently in the transition to Microsoft Dynamics, T-minus 6 weeks to go. And it's part of a longer 2-year project. So at this point, anything I learned would be beneficial.
My name is Arthur Tani. I work for Woodcock Andrews and Adford. While we're one step above you using an Excel sheet.
That qualifies. That's considered a CRM.
Hey, Arthur, that was my CRM before, too.
I'm Andy Vasper at Government Spader. We are using Interaction. One thing I was hoping to learn is kind of how to get some attorney buy-in and continue sort of or once the buy-in is achieved, then you know how to keep the momentum sort of going.
Great.
Hi, I'm Erica Blood. I'm from Hogan Lovells, and I'm the senior manager there. We've also been using Interaction